But I got a question, okay? You got 3 daughters. I have 2 daughters, you've got a daughter, okay? So I was afraid they would meet some loser and he'd derail their whole life. So when I caught them really early. We should probably do a whole session on this. I caught them really early and I took them out to a fancy dinner and I walked through interviewing your daughter's date. And I said, anybody that dates, matter of fact, one of my daughters right over there, I said, anybody that dates you, I think they should have lunch with me first. And because I caught them so young, they were like, that sounds good. And
Sign right here, right
and
now.
Then I said,
I know you're 6 years old.
Then I said to my daughters, I said, I'm going to take notes on you. I still have the napkin. I said, what advice would you give a guy that was going to date with you? I mean, they were brutal. I mean, pay for it. Stay off your phone. Open the door. It was awesome, okay? And so whenever anybody asked them out, for the most part, they would go, yeah, that'd be great. You got to lunch with my dad first, but that'd be great. And my whole theory was, look, if a guy's too wimpy to have lunch with me, he's too big of a wimp for you to date. And they were like, that makes sense. You got to catch them early. Yeah. And I had great conversations with all these guys.
But notice within that what you're doing. You're experiencing
But it was
the fear.
motivated by fear.
No, but you're
So what's the
experiencing the
difference?
fear and you're putting it in proper context, but you're not stopping the dating. You are now allowing, all right, here are the measures I'm going to require for this to happen. And really what's happening in that moment is not only is that a safeguard for your daughters, you're actually alleviating your fear a little bit. That you know what kind of guy is going to be seated in front of you. So by no means do I think we need to be totally rid of fear. It's not that. It's that we cannot live our lives day in and day out, specifically parenting, being ruled by fear. Fear is just a horrible driver. It will never lead you to the outcome that you want it to go.
So apply that then to what we talked about in the opening session, the story I closed with the social media.
Yeah.
You know, you have this, adults coming in, talking to young girls, making them send pictures of themselves, getting control of them. So talk about this principle that you guys are talking about. Now take it away from you just dating and take it into I'm legitimately fearful of what my kids could get involved with online.
Yes.
So is the solution take their phones, let them not know of technology, as Kevin didn't let his children know that Disneyland existed until last week. I found out.
That's just smart.
So make sure they don't know what the internet is. Take their phones, not let them on social. Don't let them on Instagram. Don't let them on TikTok. Don't let them on Facebook, which they don't want to be on anyway. Don't let them on stuff. Is that the approach? Or what's the better approach?
So fear is shut it down, isolate them, protect them with everything that we've got, right? Love now shows a different way. Love is I'm going to educate myself. I'm going to protect them in ways that I need to and can. Age appropriate, I'm going to lead them along the way. And there comes a point where they are going to launch out into this world. I know there's some dangers to that, but I've tried to eliminate as much as possible while still empowering them to make wise decisions. That's what love does, whereas faith is I'm going to protect them at all costs.